Yes, we are in a local government. Based on the announcement of the governor, where the local government chairman is suspended. While some people are trying to engineer them to tell them to come and force them to come and resume office when the governor have given them the order to stay away from council. They have been suspended by the House of Assembly. This is a local government. The former council chairman is obeying, and I will let me tell the whole world that this woman is not like any other people. We have investigated those who will threaten, those who will say they must resume office. But this, when the local government, we have investigated that this woman, you have disregarded from those elements, those nuisance. So now we don't do Oredo now. Confirm. So Oredo, yeah. We are out to tell the civil servant and the councillor they should not obey the order of the former council chairman. They have been suspended. If they say they don't want to obey the law of the House of Assembly, we will go to flog them. We will flog that nonsense, that place, that madness out of their life. We will flog them.
Child. Let me make a confession to all of you. And I'm the first time I'm saying this anywhere. Sometimes, behind closed doors, behind the cameras, I just sit and I weep. I cry for my darling Edo State, the state I have been proud of for years. I lived virtually all my life. I'm not sure I've lived just 12 months consecutively outside of Edo State ever in my life before now. Okay, beyond 13 months. And then it looks like, how are we this? How has the mighty fallen? In all my conversations, alumni association, everywhere, the pride, the ego of not an audio educated state, because there are some states that are carrying the emblem of the most educated by some statistics. But in those states, we are proud to say this is not audio education. It is vivid that even the most illiterate of us are smart enough and that they can stand and they can withstand any forms. Unfortunately, we have been messed up, we have been bastardized. This is what has become of my own Edo State. Anybody that has contributed to this menace, anybody, whether you are educated, you are a lecturer, you are a professor, you are a lawyer, you are whatever you are a traditional ruler, whoever you are, you have contributed to this menace that has brought shame and reproach to my state. God Almighty will never leave you. He will never force. The punishment will come upon you because this is absolute rubbish. Rubbish of all sorts. Assuming without consideration that I like Okpewolo, assuming without consideration that I'm not an opposition to this government. If you were going to enforce the suspension, the purported suspension, is it this level of miscreant you will send to go and do that kind of assignment? These people, this element in every house, even the Bible said that there are great vessels and there are small vessels in whatever in that context. In every house, in every society, there are big buildings and there are low buildings. In every home, there is the lounge, the city room, and the toilet. Woe betides the landlord that puts his toilet where the city room is supposed to be. Unfortunately, in Edo State, we have allowed the toilet to take over place where the city room should be. We have allowed the nonsense of us, the most inferior of us, to not be the one parading themselves as gods of men. And they are taking koboko everywhere to enforce a purported suspension of the House of Assembly. And funny enough, this makes sense to people. Educated elites, people who are smart, who have traveled, because of course they have sentimental attachment to a friend of mine who is a member of the APC called me and said he watches my video, he knows my problem with the APC's Agbero, and I cannot hide it. I have never been a beneficiary of government. I say it. I am not on any government payroll. I've never been paid. The few times I've visited government house is either on the auspices of Porcupine, my friend Porcupine, who is an entertainer, comedian with his talent, and he has say follow me up to government house. We have a proposal to make. We have a few things to work. That's it. I've never gone there to see the shit. The government has never given me 1,000 naira in my life to say now from government post that this money from come. So it's really not about. But sometimes I look and people think that because of sentiment and favoritism, you should allow things like this. So there is a committee to enforcing a purported suspension, carrying Koboko around to allegedly discipline educated people. You know the people who are chairmen. You know the people. Look at Obasek. He's not my guy. The guy in Oredo never seen me, never spoke to him. I've seen Collins Agbogo. I've seen Ege Ogbemudia, whose father is from Ego. Look at I don't know which local government which of the local government in Esako. Her Honorable Princess Benedicta Ebuehi. Of all the successive times she's had the opportunity to lead the people, the value she has created. A governorship candidate in the last election told me it's going to be war defeating that lady at her pony unit, because he said, or our local government, because of the value she's brought. Whether that environment is APC dominated, but she has had her own and she has always won successive elections because she's been value. Imagine somebody like that people like this are going to carry Koboko to be flogging them. We have allowed the nuisance of our society to take over our precious city room. Because we have allowed, we've lowered the bar. We've made Agbero have entrance into governance. And now there are now miscats everywhere, parading themselves ahead of like embarrassing the state and putting the videos online. These are things that you will do and you will not allow anybody to record you. You are making, look, oh God, oh, this is not the time, Sha. This is not. We have too much limelight. We have too much challenges as a people to consider how bad that some of these things have become. And I say this without fear or favor, irrespective of the consequences. All of you that have contributed to these things, more than the shame for ourselves. No matter what you are going to benefit from this, no matter what you are benefiting currently, no matter what you were promised. I hear that there have been analysis now that Kabaka is being sanctioned. Oh, the government is going to a Obaseki style of revenue collection. Oh, you are saying Kabakas to sit, and you are empowering new Kabakas that are even worse. Kabaka is even more. Kabaka went to court to challenge the state government, the last administration's desire to have demolished his. So he would have had Kobokos or giving guns to people to stand. He went to court. He's been law abiding. You say, what you have against him? Yes. But then you look at him and say, there are friends. I have people that are very close to Kabaka, and they say it's not like he's purported. These people now that you are raising, are they not worse than him? Isn't it even better to allow Kabaka to have the revenue than to allow this level of miscreants? This one is even calling people element. These people are calling people element. These ones that cannot make a simple sentence in English language. They call local government administrators and chairmen that have risen their game, grown in politics, that have all forms of exposure, education, enlightenment, that have value before God. I said this thing the last time. We are lowering the bar. People like us do not have space in government like this. We don't have space. We don't have any opportunity. That's why I fought for who I fought for, because I knew. Who is the current deputy governor, unofficial? Edo State. Kelly Okubo. Is it? Do you see Dennis Idahosa? Yes, Edo State is got. Oh, congratulations to him. He's my guy. Well done. Once we used to chat those days, but not in recent times. Great guy, good person. And he's deputy governor. So of course, forget. That's the point. That's the situation. So you think people like us who have a certain level of understanding of how governance have how to make things work, how to reach to people what value is, to have space to. When this man is leaving, just imagine who becomes the next governor. That's what we're crying for. Look at it. It's embarrassing, no? And I'm not joking when I say sometimes that beyond all of this, beyond all of this, I cry. How did we get here? How did we get here? That's the problem. Oh. It is not just about power, it's what we do with power. I don't know what level of impact this government will make, but this is more devastating for me as a person. My children that I have been grooming to say, go to school, get education, become valuable, interact, build network, look for legacy. They are going to look back and say, this is the state I'm asking them to come back to do what? Can they even survive a state like this? Have you seen a single intellectual communicating on behalf of this government since it started? Have you seen the chief press secretary's written statement and press releases? Do you see that it looks like he's fighting? The other time, for even as respectful as Suleiman Alede, respectfully. He told this, you just got into ABS. I said, no, bro, respectfully, Sule is somebody I can't. Let me even leave him. It's too much of respect for him. But I don't know why they allowed him to get to the politics of coming to analyze what government did, what government did not do. Bro, you've got a job to do. Fix it up and do it. You think Obaseki would have been given the chance to be explaining what Oshomolete and what Oshomolete not do? Nobody gives that damn. Nobody gives a hoot about those things again. Respectfully, sir. That's what I'm saying. Focus on the job. You don't need to. There should be a difference between you and the rest of these idiots who are around. Do your job and get out. Because you don't know how long this is going to last. I hope I'm not misunderstood. But that's my point. And sometimes I look at the law of this and say, we play too much politics. I allow people like this to be carrying Koboko around local government secretariat to warn people to not to come. Who are you warning? Are they your mates? In which level? Shameful though, shameful. I say with all due respect. If you contribute to this man now, shame on you. God will punish all of you.